Oh, okay. That was quick. Okay, we're here at Talladega. Actually qualified 15th, but two guys. I guess so. I'm starting 13th, which I have 100% engine in this truck. So an aero. So fix the wobbly wheels. Much better qualifying effort. I don't have to worry about going losing the draft on the start, etc. I also, to hedge my bet, I actually added a click of tape. So but with trucks behind you, you're not going to go a lap down unless you spin out or something. See? Already moving forward. They were 3 wide though. Oh, we got 9 laps in this stage. Gonna be a short race. I'm experimenting with a little different gear. It's a little higher, so good.
Still there? Still there.
I'm second in the standings, and I still got Martinsville to go to. But I just realized I got Phoenix, right, as the championship race, which I got to work on. And even though I had a great run at Martinsville recently, and I will be using that setup, I only have one short track truck, and Phoenix is a short track. So I might have to go to Martinsville with a non-short track car, which I didn't count on. But I had such a good setup now that I don't think it'll make much of a difference.
Still there? Clear low, bud.
Yep. I think we'll be okay here.
You're clear there.
I don't think I'll be in any danger of losing the draft. In fact, my numbers are just looking at a turn 2. I'm only a mile an hour off from the Xfinity car. So I think we'll be okay. The Xfinity is the same engine, but it's more aerodynamic. In fact, it's the most aerodynamic of the 3 series, with the Cup cars having more downforce. Even though this year is a slicker package, they still have more downforce than the Xfinity cars. The trucks have downforce because they have drag and it's unbalanced, so they handle a lot differently. Some people like it, some people don't, and they're more subject to aerodynamic quirks, let's say. But it's good to have a full powered engine under the hood, though. As you can see, I'm maintaining that just about a truck length, which is good, which means I'm fast. I'm not going to have to fight off a lot of attempts to take the lead. So see, that outside is coming up though. See what happens. So if I win, I'm locked into Phoenix, and Martinsville becomes a non-issue, and then I just have to, you know, finish ahead of all the other 3 guys at Phoenix. I don't have a bad setup for Phoenix. It's just not as fast as most of my other setups that you've been watching that are fast, you know. So I know I probably have a top 5 truck, but I'm probably going to have to be faster than that to beat all 3 of the guys I'm racing for the championship. So I might not have to win it, but that helps. So essentially my goal is to figure out a winning setup for Phoenix, for the AI guys at least, which should help me figure out a winning setup for online guys. Get me closer to it anyway. Yeah, if you can beat the AI guys, you'll probably be okay. At max, you know, I maxed them out speed-wise, 105 for most of the tracks. Some of the tracks, wow. Yeah, I upped my game at Bristol, but I know there's guys that are faster than me. I don't delude myself into thinking I'm the fastest thing on the planet or anything like that. Being fast is good, but being in front when the checker comes out is better. I don't know, I'd always thought of it that way. But having a lot of speed helps. Everybody, speed helps. You got speed, that's good. Now just figure out how to manage it. Put yourself in victory lane. Yes, it was a caution. That's fine. Yeah, I should pit. Hedging the bet. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Coming to the green, driver. Almost ready now. Last 10 laps, you gotta focus.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. See, having a faster truck helps. I meant to make a change to the gearing. Won't matter for you know, well, it's just a little thing. First gear shouldn't affect the race at all. Just like if you get spun out or something, probably want a little bit heavier first gear to get it up to speed quicker and get back around, or the caution doesn't come out. We don't have to pit.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Almost ready now. Green flag, green flag. Car there on the outside. Top free to use it if needed. 5 to go, this time by.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Oh, I'm sorry for not talking. Just kind of caught up, you know. Getting a little hypno daze there. Working on autopilot. So what do we got? We got another lap or two in stage 2. And then, so we should have about 25 laps, so it might mean a pit stop. We'll have, I don't remember, we'll have to see. I can definitely put another click of tape on here. Technically I put more than one, but I haven't tested going more, because in Heat 4, if you put 70% of tape on a big track like this, it will overheat. It might take 5 laps, but that would definitely ruin your race if you had to come down pit road and, you know, change your tape. So I'll put one click on it. 65% max for now, like in Heat 4. You know, what the grill tape signifies is how much of the air vent to the radiator on the nose of the car or truck is covered. So like at a short track, you know, when you're in the gas and using high gears and revving the engine up a lot, you gotta put less tape on it because it'll overheat quicker. Yeah, we're good. Green flag pit. Hopefully it'll caution in a good spot.
Going green. Almost ready now. Outside, outside.
Maybe we should just leave the gearing alone. Okay, see, we're up to 240. We already dropped down to 238. Now we do have one pit stop, so let's see if I screwed myself or not.
That's the halfway mark.
As I mentioned before, when you're getting attacked at a super speedway, like every lap, like they're up next to you, you know, you're kind of like just nose ahead. It means your car or truck isn't as fast. When you have a situation like this where the outside line has trouble getting to you, and the second place truck or car is sitting like a half a car length or a car length behind you, well, you know, you got a fast truck, car, etc. Well, I'm basically sitting here with my foot on the gas, watching my line, watching the mirror, but I'm using one hand. And yes, I'm on a wheel, shifter, clutch, Logitech G29 to be specific.
Yellow's out, back or down?
Okay, 22 laps to go. Should be able to make it from... No. Can't make it from here. No, that's... it always likes to make it fun. They're not pitting. I'm not gonna pit either. She's pitting. Oh, that was weird. See how the windshield kind of tilted?
Cover to the green. Ready? Green, green, green. Hold your line. Got one outside. All right, you're clear then.
So I'll wait to get into my fuel window, which is like in 4 laps. But I don't really want to pit by myself, so this complicates things. So pit strategy and not being able to communicate with the AI, it's very difficult to figure out your pit strategy. I never tested the drafting partner thing, you know, like maybe they'll pit with you or whatever, because to me the drafting partners are a pain in the ass than anything else. Good idea. It can be a help until you don't need their help anymore, and then it's like they're glued to you or you're glued to them, and it makes it very hard to unglue yourself. So needs some work. Coming up a little faster this time. Oh, they're going 3 wide, getting a little bit more aggressive. Not worried about that outside line, unless it's the only other line. When there's 3 lanes, it's the 2 inside lanes. So that gives the second place car, you know, when he moves up, he's got some people pushing him. So that can hurt me. So I kind of like, I'll drift up here to the middle. And if he stays up there, he's going to fall back. And that guy on the low line behind me might end up getting underneath him, and then we're going to have a change for second place. Or he can go to the outside with a little bit of momentum, and I have to cut him off. But I got to get back down to the inside, or else that blue truck just stolen the lead from me. Now I got 9 laps of gas and there's 15 laps left. I'm sure somebody can figure out, you know, a 3-gear setup that you might be able to save that much, but I don't know what kind of RPMs you got to pull to do that. And typically, using whatever gearing I'm using, I typically gain about 2 laps at a super speedway on ×2 wear, which is what I'm running. This is a 50% race, so gas mileage usually isn't an issue. And you don't want to pit out of sequence because then you lose the draft. You might not be able to catch it. You know, if you're the only one on the track and they're coming up 10 miles an hour slower than you, that could be bad. You really don't want to put yourself in that kind of position. You know, in real life or online, you know, you talk to the other guys and you get some drafting partners, some people to go with you, or you see here that, you know, a group of guys is pitting at a certain time and that works for you too. I really don't want to do this, but coming a little bit fast. And right up the middle there, black truck. All I'm doing is putting my truck where I think I can slow these guys down a little bit. And now I didn't get slower, but they get more aggressive as the race winds down. Because this is, you know, the last stage. And we have a caution, so we'll be able to go all the way. I'll take 4 tires. I'm back in 10th. Wow, challenge.
We're going green. Ready. Green flag, green flag. Inside, inside.
Well, it's better be on the inside, but gotta take what you can get. Now they're going to be really aggressive, so it's going to be a little bit hard to pass these guys. I got to get down to the inside, which I am able to do.
Careful, still there.
Down in 4th gear and an 11th, so I got what, 6-7 laps.
Still there.
Well, we have 3 spots on the back stretch.
Careful.
Nice run.
Careful,
Yeah. got end finger.
Careful. Still there. Got to call it high now. All clear.
It's all about timing. There we go.
Stay low, stay low. Still there. You're all clear up top.
Oh, back in the lead. That wasn't too painful. Eight laps. I see that middle car there shot up into the outside. That means the handling has gone away a little bit, which is good, but still plenty of time for them to mount a couple of runs on me, so I gotta be vigilant. To me, I think of it as race awareness, Yeah, I'm just, grinning ear to ear and my foot on the floor and easing around the track. High, wide, and handsome. But the wide part is keeping track of what they're doing behind you. I don't have to look back like this, and it's giving you a better view than the mirror. So I see how they're developing their runs. See that black car on the outside. He seems to have gotten closer to the front than the guys behind me. Wow, they all slowed down. That's not good. They can get a big run on me. I wonder if it's the AI that's doing it. I mean, like they're consciously slowing down to get a run, or if it's just the regulated speed of the AI that limits them, and then they just kind of like, they hit a certain speed and then they don't go any faster, which limits their time, which would tie into the 105 speed rating I have them set at. If I had 107 or 110, then they might not slow down there. I wonder. Because I tell you, online, you get in the right leagues, especially those, if you race any pro league guys, wow, 105 is like entry level. That's like, oh, maybe you'll have a top 15 car with them. So being able to dial up the speed on the AI cars, I think, is an important thing. Remember back when I was racing in the earlier sims, you could, some of the settings were available to you. You had to know a little bit about programming. But you went in there, I forget what they called it, but AI power, I believe. Yeah, it was set at 100. And I bumped it up to 107. But because I just did one thing, I didn't have access to the other programming aspects. What would happen is on a restart, they would like take off like at warp speed. They'd be like quarter straightaway ahead after the checkered flag. The guys behind me would be behind me, and then I would have to catch up to them. Because it was like an arbitrary speed thing. Wasn't natural physics. It was in the acceleration part. The racing part was actually pretty good, but it was more like rolling chicanes. Not very smart. They didn't really attack you at all. On pretty much until you got to for me the NASCAR racing games. Gotta stay out again, but I'll be fine. Only 4 laps ago. It's going to be a shootout. It should be okay. They might mount a run coming back to the line and for the checker, but
Has the green flag in his hand.
maybe not.
Ready? Hammer down. Green's out. I need 2 more solid laps, bud. Keep it going.
Yeah, I don't want to screw up that really nice restart gear combination. Should catch me on the front stretch into 1 somewhere in there. If they don't, well, I can't be too worried about that.
One more to go.
That caught me into 1, but didn't take a run on me.
Good driver.
Oh, that was it? I thought I had another lap to go. Oh, there you go. Oh, and that's how you do that. Well, punched my ticket into the championship race, and now I got to figure out how to win it. Phoenix for Heat 5. So me, Frieson's always tough. Johnny Sauter too, and Grant Enfinger. So unless Grant Enfinger has a big issue, as Austin Hill is also tough in the AI, you know, but we're going to Phoenix. Got one more race at Martinsville, and then we're going to Phoenix. So I'll probably just go with Phoenix. What a 50.3, nice. Because I'm already in the championship, so, and you already saw me race at Martinsville. So I gotta work on Phoenix. So it might be a few days. I gotta do it anyway. I got Phoenix coming up in one of my leagues. I think in the trucks too. Or Xfinity. Well, either way. We'll learn something. Well, it's better than losing the draft and losing a race. Ooh, 10 wins. Wow. Cool. Oh. Yeah, here's my settings. And thank you for coming along. Please like, share, subscribe. Any questions or comments, I'm more than happy to address them. And as always, keep on rolling.